James, who now felt really useful too, was complaining.
Wobbly wheels.
Puffy pistons.
Wobbly wheels. You're just jealous, James. Puffy pistons.
Thomas,
You shouldn't have collected, Mr. Conductor.
I should have collected Mr. Conductor.
James is right, little Thomas. You don't understand. Collecting Mr. Conductor is an important job for important engines. Important is big, and we,
James and I,
are big engines.
You, Thomas, are small. Small, 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 teeny, weeny, weeny. And I'm a big blue engine who knows everything.
So we should have picked him up.
Right.
Bossy
buffers.
sprockets! All that steam has gone to your funnel.
Stop squabbling, all of you.
Hey, there they are.
We'll fix their wagons.
I'm not good at backing up.
Stop squabbling, all of you. Mr. Conductor will expect this railway to run like clockwork. Bumping railway trucks
Is not in the spirit of peace and harmony.
is not being really useful, Thomas.
Toby, I know you're very wise, but the trucks are very silly.
Silence.
You can't say that, Percy. You can't say the word silence. Only Sir Topperbat's allowed to say that.
Then, be quiet and let's
Cut it out. And
all get back to work.
the day's nearly over.
Mr. Conductor says you can come out now, James.
I think Diesel believes in the legend of the lost engine.
What legend?
What's important is to stand up on our own wheels to Diesel.
Toby's right. Diesel knows that the lost engine in the legend really exists.
What engine? What legend?
Of an engine whose magic makes her more powerful than Diesel will ever be. That's why he wants to find her.
Then we'd better find her first. Leave it to the big engines, Percy.
Little engines can do big things too.
Especially when they have nice blue paint like me.
We'll teach him who's being silly. Thomas, your paint's going all grey. Those big engines will think you look daft. Why not have a good wash down? Then they'll never know.
Harold overhead. Over and out.
Hey, just watch what happens to that blue puffball.
When Harold the Flopper Chopper flies past you.
Right.
Routine flyby, chaps. Hello.
The boss dumped sneezing powder everywhere.
Let's start laughing now.
Oh, sorry, folks. Bit of a dust up. Love to stay clean up. Got to go. Bye now.
Hey, did you mean to look like that?
No.
Hey, neither did I.
This must be Diesel's doing. Achoo! Achoo!
Dear Mr. Conductor, where were you? My wife said she couldn't miss our little holiday. We'll telephone to make sure you have arrived. Signed, Sir Topham Hatt. Sir Topham Hatt. Where were you? Best marmalade. Oh, good afternoon, sir. A real honor, sir, like my family before me. And how is Lady Hatt? Yes. Watch out for Diesel, definitely. Keep an eye on Henry's health, certainly. Yes, sir, the 3 R's, reading, writing, and arithmetic. I mean, I will be responsible, reliable, and really useful. Yes, sir. We will all get a good night's sleep. Looking forward to a hard day tomorrow. Goodbye, sir.
Old McDiesel had a plan. With a pinch here and a pinch there. Here a pinch, there a pinch. I cracked myself up.
One winter's night when the cold wind blew, the engines found it hard to sleep. What we need, suggested Toby, is to listen to a story. Yes, agreed Percy, a mysterious story. But, added Duck, it must have a happy ending. Driver told me a story, said Thomas, so everyone listened. Once upon a time, began Thomas, there were 3 little engines who lived in their own little shed on their own little railway. Their names were Duke, Stuart, and Falcon. Duke was the oldest and was named after His Grace, the Duke of Sodor. He was proud of this and loved to keep the little engines in order. Whenever they did anything the Duke thought wrong, he would say, "That would never suit His Grace." Other engines came and went, but Duke outlasted them all. Stuart and Falcon used to call him Grandpuff. They were fond of him, but they got very tired of hearing all about His Grace. Sometimes they would tease him and chant, "Engines come and engines go. Grandpuff goes on forever." "You impertinent scallywags," Duke would say. "Whatever are you engines coming to?" "Never mind, Grandpuff. We're only young once." "Well, you'd better mind, unless you want to end up like Smudger." "Oh, Grandpuff, whatever happened?" "Smudger," said Duke, "was a show-off. He rode roughly and often came off the rails. I warned him to be careful, but he took no notice." "Listen, Dookie," he snarled. "Who worries about a few spills?" "We do here," I said, but Smudger just laughed. Until one day, manager said he was going to make him useful at last. Smudger stopped laughing then. "Well, why? What did he do?" "He turned him into a generator. He's still out there behind our shed. He'll never move again. After that, Stuart and Falcon became really useful engines, and all three were happy together for many years. Many people came year after year to see the mountains and the lakes, and most of all, Duke. He always pulled his train, even on days when he didn't feel well. "I mustn't disappoint my friends," he would say. Every morning, he took his passengers up the line and stopped anywhere they wanted. "Beep, beep," he whistled. "Please be ready when I come back for you. Otherwise, we might miss your boat to the mainland, and that would never do." But Falcon still had a lot to learn. The manager came to see him. "Falcon, I'm pleased with your work so far. Now you must learn a difficult part of the line. We call it the mountain road." Falcon was excited. "Yes, please, sir. So tomorrow, when you have a new coat of paint, you will go on it. Duke will explain everything." "Huh," thought Falcon. "Duke's an old fusspot." Next day came. "Listen," warned Duke, "the mountain road is difficult. I'll lead." "No," replied Falcon, "I'll lead. How can I learn the route with you lumbering ahead and blocking the view?" "Suit yourself," said Duke, "but never mind the view. Look at the track." The engine set off. "Look at the track," puffed Duke. "Never mind the view." "Fusspot, fusspot," replied Falcon. "Fuddy-duddy, fuddy-duddy, fuddy-duddy." The engine's speed grew slower and slower. "Don't dawdle, don't dawdle," urged Falcon. "No hurry, no hurry," puffed Duke. Soon they approached a tunnel. Falcon didn't like the tunnel. It was curved, and he couldn't see. "I want to get out, I want to get out," he sighed. One moment, everything seemed safe. But then suddenly, Falcon was derailed and hung dangerously over the edge. Duke bravely held on with all his strength. "Stop shaking," he called. "I can't hold you if you shake." Duke's driver and fireman worked quickly to make the two engines safe again. Then came more trouble. "Water!" cried Duke's fireman. "Duke needs water, quickly!" Luckily, there was a workman's cottage nearby. Soon everyone was passing jugs, buckets, kettles, and saucepans filled with water until Duke's thirst was quenched. All the while, Duke was building more strength. At last, with everyone's help, he was able to pull Falcon back onto the rails. Then they started off once more. The manager was waiting at the top station. He apologized for the accident. "Your Duke," said the passengers, "is a hero. He stood firm like a bulldog and wouldn't let go." Falcon was grateful too. "Thank you for saving me, Duke. I don't know why you bothered after I'd been so rude." "Oh, well," replied Duke, "you just had a new coat of paint. It would have been a pity if you'd rolled down the mountain and spoilt it." One day, Duke didn't feel well. He was short of steam and needed to rest. His driver and fireman had just finished clearing his tubes when Stuart bustled in. "Hello, Grandpuff," he teased. "Are you short of puff?"
Nothing of the sort. This is routine maintenance.
"Tell you what," went on Stuart, "you're getting old. We must take care of you in case you break down."
Whoosh, Duke. That'll be the day.
Duke couldn't stay cross for long. It was a lovely evening. "Couldn't be better, couldn't be better," he chuntered happily. They began to climb, but Duke didn't mind. "I've plenty of steam," he puffed. "We'll be up in a couple of puffs." But soon Duke's puffs changed to wheezes. His valves were leaking steam. "It's not so easy, it's not so easy," he croaked. "But I'll manage." At last they reached the station. Duke's driver examined him carefully. Anxious passengers waited for news. "Duke is going to take you to the harbor, but he might be late," said the conductor, "so 2 engines are coming to help. You'll still catch your boat." Falcon buffered up in front. "Poor old Grandpuff, what a shame you've broken down." "Beep, beep, beep," teased Stuart. "This is the day." He was coupled on behind. "Are you ready?" whistled Falcon. "Yes, I am," replied Stuart, and away they went. When they reached the next station, the cavalcade split up. Falcon took Duke's passengers to the boat. Stuart headed Falcon's train, with Duke coupled behind. "Fancy me rescuing Grandpuff! This is the day! This is the day!" he boasted. "Poor old engine! Poor old engine!" But Duke still had plenty of steam left in him. His valves sounded worse than they were. He and his driver had their own little joke ready. They waited until they reached the hill. "Now," said his driver. Duke puffed and roared as though he was pushing the whole train's weight before him. The noise echoed everywhere. When they reached the last station, everyone cheered. "What happened?" asked a boy. "They don't usually need 2 engines." "Well," replied his father, "Stuart broke down. Duke had to help him. It sounds as if he had a hard job, too." Duke and his driver's joke had worked. "Fiddlesticks!" exclaimed Stuart, and he vanished in a cloud of steam. Duke wheezed alongside. "Poor old engine," he teased. "It's no good, Stuart. You can't win." Then hard times came. The mines in the hills closed. And the railway was closed too. People came to buy the engines. "We'll take Stuart and Falcon." No one wanted Duke. They thought him too old. "Cheer up, Grandpuff," called Stuart. "We'll find you a nice railway and then you can come and keep us in order." They tried to be brave and cheerful, but no one really thought their dreams would come true. Duke's driver and fireman oiled and greased him one last time. They sheeted him snugly and said goodbye. Then they had to go away and find work. Duke was alone. "Oh well," he sighed, "I'll go to sleep. It'll help to pass the time." Winter torrents washed soils from the hills. Trees and bushes grew all around. You wouldn't have known a shed was there, let alone a little engine asleep inside. And everything around him changed. But Duke was never forgotten. Years went by until one day not long ago, visitors came to see Sir Topham Hatt. "We want to find Duke," they said, "and make him happy again." Maps lay everywhere. "If we follow the old line shown here on the map," they said, "we'll travel north of the village and then into the mountains. And look, there's a sign for the old station. If Duke's anywhere, he's there." Everyone set off to the mountains far away. The days went by and the search grew harder, but the rescuers wouldn't give up. "Let's go this way," they said. But there was still no sign of Duke. "He's here somewhere," they said. They scrambled over hills, struggled over ditches. At last their search ended, quite by accident. "We've found him! We've found our Sleeping Beauty!" "Excuse me," inquired Duke. "Are you a vandal? Driver told me vandals break and smash things." "Bless you, no," laughed the rescuers. "We've dropped in because we couldn't find your door. Falcon and Stewart will be pleased to see you." "So they did remember," sighed Duke happily. Then they all set off for Duke's new home. Stewart and Falcon were ready with a big welcome. "He's here," they whispered. "Shh, shh." "You woke me up," grumbled Duke. "In my young days, engines were—" "Seen and not heard, Grandpuff. We know. We'll all be back to work tomorrow. We're glad you've come back. We can keep you in order now." "Keep me in order? Be off with you, impudent scallywags." But Duke's old eyes twinkled, and for the first time in years, he smiled as he dozed in the sun. And that, said Thomas, is the whole story. Did you like it? "Yes, indeed," agreed the engines, "especially the happy ending." And soon, they were all asleep, too.